Hey guys, Skip here. Got a few things here to show you. I had a couple ideas. Just doing a little brainstorming. You know, some of the planes like to roll out an awful lot, and not all of us have really long runways. This presents a possible challenge slash maybe a little safety net. We're going to make an arrestor line, and this is my idea so far. If you have a curvature to the road like most people do, and you try to do this on a road, you're gonna want to put little balls, every ping pong balls or whatever size you need to get the arrestor line up to the height that you want. You want double that size. So if you want the line to be an inch high, you get a 2-inch ball, throw a hole in the middle, and a bunch of them across. So when you lay it across your line, it will support that line for you. The other way I've got, if you have a flat surface and you're not worried about curvature of the road crown they call it, I'm going to show you how to set this up here real quick, and I'll give you a rudimentary. If this is just an idea, guys, it's in progress. I'm hoping maybe you guys can help me out with it. If anybody else has any ideas or better comments to it, or obviously this is meant for more like you take an RC plane, put a hook on it or something like that. That would be really great, especially with the curvature, the balls laying on the ground. You don't have to worry about the stretch. But I'm going to set it up for you real quick here and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, hold tight. Okay, first of all, get my camera straightened out here. Sorry, guys. First of all, we got a few things here. We got a few posts, little pieces of rebar basically that I've cut and painted so that they wouldn't be so grabby. So they're a little bit smooth, yet they're grooved so that whatever I hammer them in from side to side, and I put the cords across them, they'll have kind of a little bit of a groove to lay into them when I put a little tension on them with a 50-foot length of. This is 1/8 inch bungee, guys. 1/8 inch bungee cord, 50 feet. These you may have noticed already, and some of you may know what they are. For those of you that do, great. For those of you that don't, they're made to hold lights, support lights, like growing fixtures, things like that, plants, that type of thing. Because they have a ratchet mechanism that allows them to go up or down. Okay, and in this case, what I'm going to use is that ratchet mechanism to help slow down the bungee and take out some of the recoil. All right, so hold tight and I'll get it set up for you. Okay guys, I'll try to stay down in length here. But basically what I want to do is, and we're going to pretend my driveway, I've had so much traffic going back and forth up and down the street, and I've got it's real windy out here right now, so I've got the windsock on. Tell me how the wind noise is, and if you guys can hear me from 10 to 12 feet away, I'm speaking kind of normal. But basically, I've got some of these things here. I'm going to drive them straight across both sides, and I'll show you how I set that up real quick. I want the long ones because they're a little bit better shape up in front, just for the purposes of the line being able to slide through. This is just for demonstration here, guys. Again, I do it out on the road, but traffic has been miserable. Maybe a steel hammer would have probably been best. Get the fucking Skip. Sorry. Steel hammer would have been better, obviously. It gets down there just so far, it's not letting me go any further. Oh, pitch. This is not working. I cannot get this in anywhere, guys. Son of a fuck. Goddamn bitch. Hello. I don't know how much rock they got out here. And then technically 2 more to go, guys. But for the purposes of illustration, we're going to do this a little bit different. Now these guys are going to be taken and put on the rear, okay? And you want the this to be this end hooked up to the over the top. I'll show you right over here. Slide that over the top. Leave the ratchet, the other end free, and the standing end of the rope you want to run this way. Same with this side over here. Now ordinarily the distances, because 50 feet of bungee here, guys, those stakes would be way back there a ways, okay? So we're gonna make this a little bit different. Kind of a shame I already cut the loops, but we'll do it. So basically, you're gonna connect one end of your loops to the carabiner over here. By the way, these things, they come with the carabiner on the other side. You want to switch sides, so it will work like this. And the idea here being, guys, is that, let me borrow you for a minute. The idea here is that when the bungee stretches, you don't want to be putting an airplane under a hard stretched back rubber band. So as it starts to stretch, that starts ratcheting. It creates a little extra added added resistance. But maybe at the end of a stretch, you'll notice I pull and it comes back a little bit. So it takes out some of that recoil so that your airplane may not have to feel that. Okay, so that's the reason for those guys. All right, hold tight. And we'll set her up and give it a test. Okay, and then we adjust our line to the level that we want the airplane to catch at. Now I've got a little bit of a crown here, so do something like that. Now you could stretch it tighter, obviously, either by moving the hooks back and getting a straighter line, or you could just simply, well, you could straighten it up, you could tighten it up by moving, like I say, the posts should be moved back. But let's get something out here and give it a little rolling test and see if the idea even works. Like I say, guys, this is in the raw, it just came off the top of my head, and I thought we'd give it a little shot. Like I say, it's a bungee. Plane hits the bungee, pulls, little tension relieved by the ratchet mechanisms. And there's enough standing length on them that go almost all the way up to there. Act as kind of a brake, almost like putting a drag on a rod and reel. Okay, hold tight here, guys. Let's get in the airplane and give it a roll test. Be right back. Well, there she is, guys. We're going to test it with something. We've got a battery in it, 5200 100C. It's balanced, it's everything, but it's not powered up, obviously, for obvious short runway and stop reasons. But we're going to give it a little roll, a little push, and show you kind of how this theory works. And it's up to you guys to give this a test out at your field or where you like to fly, especially if you've got limited area, limited rollout spot space from where you'd like to land. You might be able to try and incorporate something like this. Now, what I've got it done is I've measured it a little bit up. So instead of hitting the gear or the door, I'm going to catch in the plastic part here and of the scoop, and that should be just fine. That should not hurt anything. Hopefully not the missiles or anything either, but we'll see. This is why we're doing a slow speed test. All right, let me get a good camera angle here so we can see how this works. Maybe even catch a little bit of this ratchet mechanism as it clicks. We're just gonna have to bear with it, guys. That's a little better. We'll just raise that a little bit. How's that? And let's see, make sure we are rolling. We are rolling. And the plane has come in. It's coming in hot. It's coming in hot. I know this part sounds stupid, but flipped off of that, but it caught in front. Still dragging, but with sufficient force. Now I'm really pushing on that jet, so it's going to have some recoil, obviously, guys. But I think under an actual landing speed and sufficient force, with the shock, I think with sufficient force in the shock, these ratchets are going to release a lot easier, taking out a lot of that tension. So it's just a thought, something to work on, guys, and it's for you guys to use, DIY, to keep or discard, to laugh at, to thumbs up, to thumbs down. Hopefully not thumbs down. I'm trying here, guys, and I'm trying to share. Obviously, I'm not trying to get rich or anything. I'm just trying to pass on what I think might be decent ideas. Thanks for watching. This has been Skip, signing out. By the way, you like how I finished it? The F-16, I mean. I couldn't go with what they had, but I like this one. And that thrust tube looks really cool. Yeah, she came out real nice. Finished product. Oh, I did want to show you guys one extra little thing here I did. One little thing here. Hold that. Pull this off. Because you notice there's one LED in there. And it lights up both top and bottom. And I thought it'd be a little more efficient if I... this one. Okay. You see a little blank piece of, looks like paper. It's not. On the other side, it's folded. It's folded just a little bit concave, so it reflects up and down, with the crease being in the middle towards the LED, of reflective, like foil. It's like a foil covered cardboard, and I peeled the foil off a very thin layer, and it's nice, easy to handle. It crimped and it spiced right in there, and all I just did was tack it in with a little foam tack on the sides, and it stays in place. But that makes the lights even brighter. I know, because I tested it. I should have videoed it. You guys could have seen the before and after, but I had to test it while I was thinking about it. I'm like that sometimes, but at least I share. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Bye for now.